Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. I am Nadeem Haider.
And I am Saad Mustafa.
You are watching Special TV. Today we are going to discuss here reality and imagination. As you know, Saad Mustafa is one of the first journalists who is blind, but he is working regularly. TV shows, different programs, vlogs. So here is a question: how he makes different images in his mind. So we are going to discuss Saad with about Donald Trump. Saad, how Donald Trump look like?
I think so. Donald Trump is a person who is like 70, and his voice just sounds like a very high quality. Vocals are very high, and Donald Trump looks like a very aggressive kind of a person. I mean, don't think about anything. I mean, very aggressive kind of a person. So I think so. From his point of view, from a lot of people I have heard that Donald Trump is a person who is like kind of aggressiveness in his approach, and his supporters are also optimistic about him.
Saad, you can't see, but how you receive messages from his accent, his words, and his aggression.
Actually, Donald Trump has a very rich voice quality, and rich voice quality means like someone voice is very like softy, some voices are hard, and some voices are very hard. I mean, you can just identify with their voices that they are like very hard kind of a person, aggressive kind of a person, and they used to deal people very harshly. So I think so. Donald Trump is that kind of a person who used to behave in some kind of a very harsh way, and as you see, that he was removed in that way.
So here you are just telling us, according to you, Donald Trump is little rude person.
No, it's not rude, but its voice quality suggests me that his accents are quite very hard and, I mean, aggressive.
What do you think Trump was not selected for second term?
I think so because of his behavior. He hasn't worked for his country, right? There are so many policies, but the problem is Donald Trump is like he doesn't understand the problem very easy. I have explained earlier that he used to deal things in a very aggressive way, in a very harsh way. So for a leader, I think so it must be like somewhere you have to be softer, somewhere you have to understand the feeling of understand the feeling of people. But Donald Trump is like, oh my God, I'm doing, and I'm doing right. So it's not the way to deal the problems.
Saad, what is difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump policies, and who is good for whole world and especially for Muslim countries?
I think the first question is supposed to be who is good for America, because American nation has selected Joe Biden for the tenure of 5 years. From my point of view, in my opinion, I think so. Joe Biden is the representative of Democrats. So Democratic person has a sense of democracy. And since you have asked about Donald Trump, I've forgotten that he's a Republican, and Republican used to dictate, and Democratic used to, identify. So there's a big difference between Joe Biden and Trump. That democracy represents like the feelings of the people, rights of the people, and Republican like dictators. They just like dictate policies. There's a main difference.
As you have listened, Saad Mustafa, here we try to explain how a blind person receives messages from a voice of a person and his accent. Hopefully you have enjoyed our show. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz. Khudai Pamande.